What are some differences you might see in different fibers while knitting? It was a question I always had. I work with yak wool, cashmere, sheep wool, and camel wool, the 4 fibers found here in Mongolia. Throughout the years, I've noticed that especially cashmere and camel wool seem to act similarly, and then yak wool and sheep wool also tend to be similar. But I never did a standardized testing. So here's what I did. On my knitting machine, I made 4 scarves, one from each fiber, using the same amount of rows and the same amount of stitches. After I got them off the machine, I measured them and then I weighed them. As far as the results from that, the weights, all of the weights were very similar. They were right around 330 grams, except for yak wool, which actually came in at 350 grams. Is this difference in the yarn or difference in the fiber itself? I'm not too sure. But as far as lengths go, the cashmere and camel were both 165 centimeters, while the sheep and yak wool were 152 centimeters. In the width, they were about the same. All of them were right about 40 centimeters in width. As far as stretch goes and durability, I hung them up and then I hung a 500-gram weight from each of them. I measured them before and I measured them after. For all the fibers, the stretch was right around 12%, 13%. So between the fibers, there wasn't that big of a difference between how much stretch you got in the length. And then after a little bit of a jiggle, they all went back to the same original size anyways. So I thought it was quite interesting. You might want to adjust your gauge a bit for cashmere and camel wool. It seems that especially in sleeves or in the bodies, if you make a small swatch, it's going to be a little bit different than a much longer swatch. Even just the weight of the fiber is going to change how much it comes out in the length, especially for the cashmere and camel. For yak and sheep wool, they seem to be a lot more sturdy and hold up a bit more and don't drape quite as much as the cashmere and the camel. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas for comparisons you'd like to see across the fibers.